Good morning, my dear children. How are you all? Hope all of you all are fine. Are you doing good? Okay, fine. So you already begin with the second lesson and we are not completed. And from that, what did you learn so far? What we have taken up to that portion, what you learned? Yes, it's about few children. They are looking for their pet dog Moti. And what happened is they found near the fence they found the leaves were like crushed, and they understood the dog may be gone through that. And finally what happened? Yes, they were calling out for Moti, and the dog started barking, and they almost found the dog. But what was happening at the other end of the house? Yes, the other side of the house. Yes, the parents were much worried about their children because the children were missing. For the children, the dog was missing. Okay, now let's continue with that lesson. Keep your books open. Okay, now what happened? The last sentence was they were overjoyed to find Moti running towards them. So that is where we have stopped. Now we are going to begin from the next passage. Jumping with joy, the children slipped into their village through the bushes. The parents heard their voices and rushed out. They were about to scold them, but before they could say anything, the children started narrating the incident. Everyone listened with interest. Now here what happened? The same way how they went through, the same way they slipped back. So there was a kind of noise was made as they were, slipping down through the same bushes. A kind of crushing sound was there. So hearing that, and the children were making different kinds of sounds, and the parents could hear them. So they knew that the children were all coming back. So the parents, they wanted to actually scold them, to get angry with them for missing so long. But then before that, the children start narrating. What is narrating? Started saying, like telling. How to spell narrating? Narrating. Yes, Narrating. Narrating. Narrating means to tell or to say. So they started saying the whole story. That what was the whole story like? They found that Moti missing. Then what else they would have said? Yes, when they looking for it, they found the bushes were like all smashed, all crushed. So they could understand that Moti had crossed the fence and gone the other side. And they also would have said the other side of the hill also looks very beautiful, isn't it? They've seen the stream, they would have seen the mountain, they've seen the sun, everything they would have narrated to the parents. So the parents did not scold them because they didn't get time to scold. Before that, they started narrating the whole thing to the parents. One day, Javed's neighbor, Javed is one of the neighbor. One day, Javed's neighbor Adil saw Moti going to the other side through the bushes. He immediately shouted, "Stop him! Javed, stop him! That is the enemy side." It was a holiday. Javed, Adil and Deepak were playing the game of horse riding on the branch of a tree. Now, one day what happened? Yes, Javed, their neighbor, this is the neighbor's name, Javed, and Adil saw Moti going to the other side through the bushes. Now one day they saw other side of the bushes, again the dog was going through that. So immediately means at once he stopped him and shouted, "Stop him, Javed. stop him. That's the enemy side. So what did they say? Yeah, because they do not like the people that said. They say this is the enemy. Enemy means which you don't like a person, you consider them as enemy. It was a holiday, and holiday time it was. Javed, Anil and Deepak, they were playing. What kind of a game they were playing? They were playing horse riding. Yes, who were playing horse riding? Javed, Anil and Deepak were playing, yes, horse riding, and it was done during the holiday. What kind of a game they were playing? Yes, horse riding. That too using what? Not on the real horse. Yeah, on the branch of a tree. They sit on top and they may be galloping like that. Or going on the horse, you can galloping. Okay, right. This tree was very close to the fence. All of a sudden means suddenly, at once or immediately. All of a sudden, they found two boys staring. What is staring? Yes, looking at one point with the eyes opened. They were staring. They were only looking at one point. Staring at them from the other side of the border. So this Adil, Deepak and Javed, they were playing on a branch of a tree which was very near to the fence. They were doing the horse riding on the branch of a tree. And who was watching? Yes. All of a sudden they found two boys. They saw two boys staring at them at the other side of the border. Javed asked them, "Do you want to ride a horse?" It seemed like both the boys were waiting for this invitation. They said yes and came in through the bushes. So the two boys who were looking at them, staring at them, Javed asked them, "Do you want a horse ride?" That's a friendly way. They do not know each other, but he understood, they also wanted to sit on the branches of a tree and take a horse ride. So Javed invited them, asked them, "Do you want a horse ride?" And the boys actually, they were waiting for somebody to just ask them to take a ride. Fine. So they said yes, and they also came through the bushes. Javed asked them their names. They were Shaukat and Sajjad. So first what did he do? They asked for their names. Naturally, when somebody who comes new to your school, first question you will ask, "What is your name? Or where is your house? Who are your parents? Which school did you study?" Isn't it? You ask this kind of, questions. Same way, Javed asked them, what are their names? So what are their names? Shaukat and Sajjad. Now, Adil was not happy about the new boys joining the game. He pushed Sajjad down and pretended as if he had slipped while playing. So, who did not like? Yes. Who did not like? Javed asked their names, but who did not like them joining the games? Yes, Adil did not like. Adil was not at all happy these boys coming there and joining them. So what did he do? He, without knowing, pushed Sajjad down, as he was pretending, he was acting. Pretending means he was acting. And that boy fell down. Sajjad shrieked in pain. Shriek means when you are in such pain, he was very much hurt and he was having terrible pain. He was not able to get up. Deepak and Javed became anxious. Along with Shaukat, they tried to lift Sajjad. So now what happened? Adil and what's his name? Deepak, they got so upset because this boy couldn't get up. I read that sentence once again. Sajjad shrieked in pain. Shrieked, okay. He was not able to get up. Deepak and Javed became anxious. Now they were getting so worried Along with Shaukat, they tried to lift Sajjad, but they could not. Now Deepak and Javed tried to lift them, but they couldn't. They asked Adil to give a hand. A hand means to help him to lift him. Asked who? Adil. Who's the one who pushed him down? Yes, Adil himself. Okay. Give him a hand. Very reluctantly means like he didn't want to do it. Very reluctantly, Adil joined them. Because Adil did not like them coming and joining them. So, he was very annoyed. He didn't want them to join in their games. They went through the bushes and reached Sajid's house on the other side of the fence. So now they lifted him up, carried him, took him to his house. The house is other side of the the fence. See, now some boys went in search of the dogs. They were saying the opposite side. So the other side only, who is saying is Shaukat and Sajid and all staying. Now they took him to Sajid's house. Now what happened? They went through the bushes and reached Sajid's house on the other side of the fence. Sajid's Ammi means mother. Now to call your mother, you call different names. Some calls Amma, some call Mommy, some call Ma, some call Mother, some children call Amma, isn't it? Yes, Mama, all these are the different forms of calling the mother. So here, Sajid's Ammi means mother, was alone at home. She blessed the children for helping her son. Now, the mother was happy because they all together helped the boy to reach home. Then they brought him to their house. So, the mother said, God bless you all. Then she came out with a big bowl of halwa in one hand and some bowls and soups in the other hand. Now see Sajid's mother, she's seeing them for the first time, but she brought a big bowl of halwa and she had brought also small bowls and spoons for them to take halwa and eat. You know what is halwa, no? It's a kind of sweet, yes. All the children sat together and enjoyed the halwa. It was delicious. Delicious means it was very tasty. Adil even asked for a second helping. Now you see, Adil also wanted second helping means he wanted more. He wanted to have more halwa. Deepak, Javed and Adil got up to leave. All of them felt a beautiful bond with each other. Even Adil was now more friendly with them. Now, when their mother treated them so well, yes, she had given them something to have and also she blessed the children. Now, they found that they became so close to Sajid and then Shaukat. So, what they did, they were feeling the bond, that togetherness, to have that closeness, friendship. Excuse me. Okay. So, they found that they became so close to one another. Even now, Adil also felt more close to Sajid and felt that friendliness. Okay. The boys went home. They told their mothers how they had helped Sajid and what a loving mother Sajid had, just like their own. Even the halwa tasted the same. Really, the other side of the fence is as beautiful as ours. Now, the children went back home. They started talking about Sajid and the mother and the way the mother treated them. And they also said the other side of the fence also is as beautiful as this side, and said they are also, the Sajid mother is also very nice like their own mother, and the halwa what they tasted also is the same thing what they tasted in Sajid's house. There is no difference. Then why do we have this ugly barbed border? Asked Adil, Javed, Deepak, Sankita and Sinath, all in one voice. So, now they said because the other side of the fence also is as beautiful as ours and they are also so nice. So they said there was a barbed wire which was separating the area. So they said, the children together said, why do we need such separation? Yes, why do we need this separation here? We want to break it. The sound echoed all round. Now the children said, we don't want this barrier. Barrier means this barbed wire fence. We are going to break it. The voice all together said together, and its voice was echoing. 10 days later, there was an envelope lying at the entrance to Deepak's house. In it, there was a beautiful drawing of flowers made by Sajid, a kind of thank you note to his friends. There was a letter for Deepak's father as well. Now, after few days, what was there? Yes, few days later, that means after few days, there was an envelope. It's a cover. Envelope means a small cover which you write letters. And even for functions when we go, we sometimes, put money in an envelope and give it as a present. A small cover is called an envelope. At the entrance means, at the doorstep of Deepak's house. Now, in that there was a beautiful drawing which was of flowers made by Sajid and a kind of thank you note. Kind of thank you note means saying thank you for helping me. That would have been the note in that to his friends. And there was also a letter for Deepak's father as well, means same time there was a letter also. Now, how is the letter written? Dear brother, I wanted to meet you. Unfortunately, I cannot because of this ugly border between our village. You should be really proud of your children. I am extremely grateful to them for helping my son. A barbed border is not stronger than the bond of friendship. I am waiting for the day when it will be removed forever. I pray to God for the well-being of your family, your loving neighbor. Now, what is the content of the letter? Yes, they said, because of this barbed wire, we cannot cross that side and this side. And that barbed wire is very strong. But our friendship, that is more stronger than the barbed wire. I'm waiting for this barbed wire to be removed forever so that we can, freely cross that side and this side. That was the content of the letter. Now Deepak's father replied, yes, usually when we get a letter, we will reply for it. Dear brother, our children have only done their duty as fellow human beings. I fully agree with you that hearts can't be divided by barbed wires. We are praying for your good health and happiness. Affectionately, your brother. So now he replied saying, our children, they have removed that barbed wire, and as you said, the friendship which can never be, broken by even putting a barbed wire or any big high wall, but it is already removed. And also mentioned that he should get well fast and for the good health. Affectionately means very closeness. When you have affection means love towards another person. So this is the way they have written letters to each other. So same way, now when you are not together, now we got a lot of provisions like sending messages, sending emails. So you can also inquire about your friends, how they are doing, what is their situation like, and you can hold friendly talks with them. So now we have to prepare a note asking or leaving a note to your friend saying a thank you for some time when they have helped you. So when you do that, draw a small little picture and then write a note to them. What is it? Asking, thanking them or appreciating something. That is the way you send notes. Okay, not the notes what I sent to you. Now don't think like that. So dear children, please read this lesson and learn the word meanings. By reading you will understand the structure. You will able to form better way of building sentence, and you will learn more words, new vocabulary. So children, keep in mind and please read this lesson how many times you can. Okay children, don't forget to learn the word meanings and the synonyms. Don't forget. Usually you will never learn to read that. You never make an effort to read because ma'am didn't read, then you think, and you may not read. Don't do that. Read that also. Okay then, have a fabulous day. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.